Hi friends, welcome to my channel. For those of you that are new here, my name is Caitlin. For those of you that are not new here, welcome back. My face is happy that you are watching it again. So today we are going to be talking about, this is an empty box because I already put the palette away, but we are going to be talking about the Naked Urban Decay, or the Urban Decay Naked Wild West palette. God, that's long. I wish they just called this like the Urban Decay Wild West palette. Like, it's not really naked, but whatever. Anyways, so if that is something you're interested in, then keep watching this video. But before you keep watching this video, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up. That really helps put my video out there so more people can see it, and then like me and subscribe and, you know, all that fun stuff. And also leave a comment down below. Did you guys pick up this palette? Did you not? Are you interested in more looks with it? Do you not care? You know, whatever. But anyway, we will get into the two looks now. Okay, so I have primed my eyelids with my Natasha Denona eyeshadow primer that I don't know where I put it. But anyway, they are primed. I was wearing a teal eyeshadow earlier today, so we're just gonna ignore that that's stained my lids a little bit, but it's fine. We're gonna put more eyeshadow on, so it'll all be okay. Okay, so we are going to use the new Urban Decay Naked palette. This is the Urban Decay Naked Wild West palette. I am so excited. I've used this once so far, and I just did it for like an Instagram look. I only used 3 shades, so I liked it, but I'm excited. The look that I am going to do today, or looks, it's technically 2, but anyway, it's just what I've had in my head since I got this palette. So, purchase this myself. I'm not on anyone's PR list. So anyways, this palette is a vegan formula, so it does not contain animal derived ingredients or byproducts. I don't see anything in the way of any eye safety warnings. It's bulk made in the US with imported ingredients, assembled in the Dominican Republic, and the brush is made in China. So there's that. I think that's everything. I'm trying to think. I can read you the description. We're known for trailblazing new territory, but the West is nearest to our hearts. Stir up some trouble with the Naked Wild West eyeshadow palette, a dreamy lineup of 12 desert-hued shades inspired by endless sand dunes, evergreen succulents, and glittering night skies. Like the climate's wildly extreme temperatures, our palette includes both sizzling warm and ultra-cool looking tones. Start your adventure off with Ghost Town, an earthy terracotta matte. Grab Cowboy Rick for a game of Hold'em with their mirage-like metallic shine, and maybe try a Little Bud, a soft turquoise shimmer just for fun. Packed with extra creamy mattes, shimmers, and metallics in our iconic velvety, ultra blendable naked eyeshadow formula, it's no wonder this palette's the best in the West. So let's just actually open this box, shall we? Also, it says most wanted on there. I thought that was cute when I opened it the first time. This is what the palette looks like. I don't love animal print, and I am actually not like a huge snakeskin fan, but I think this is so cool with like the multi-chrome. Anyway, I just think it's really cool, and has a 24-month open container like label on here, and this is the inside palette. I did take the brush out. I used it the other day, but that's what it looks like. When I saw this palette at first, I was kind of like, it's okay. And then I looked at it more and more, and I was like, yeah, no, I need it. Because I live in Arizona, so I live in the Wild West, and I just need it. It has the tones of the place that I live and love. So anyway, I really wanted it. The shades I've used so far are Cowboy Rick, Laredo, and Pony Up. And it created just such a beautiful, like, easy, cool smoky eye, or cool toned, like sort of smoky eye that I did. I really liked it. So we are going to do one look on each eye, but I'm going to make it so that they're kind of like the thing where like they're sort of like opposites, but they like work together. Does that make sense? That's what we're going to try. I've never done it before, but that's what we're going to try today. So I'm also I'm not going to do swatches. I haven't received any feedback on my last video yet that you guys like really need swatches. So I'm going to keep not doing swatches until I get people saying like, no, I want swatches. So anyways, that's that on that. And just tapping out my concealer. Okay, so I think the first shade I want to go into is Ghost Town. So I just need to find, I want like a somewhat dense brush to like pack shade onto my lid, but I also kind of want it slightly fluffy because I'm going to get it into the crease a little bit. Okay, so this is a Sonia Kashuk large laydown brush. That's what I need it for, so seems promising. So what I'm going to do is go into the shade Ghost Town, just tap off any excess, and I'm just going to tap this. Ooh, okay, that was like more pigmented than I was expecting. Not in like a bad way, in a really good way, but I just didn't expect it to be like that pigmented right away. Also, I do swatches on my Instagram every time I get a new palette into my collection. So if you guys are curious about like new stuff I'm buying and when, follow me on Instagram, katelynhousemakeup. And I've been just debating, like, would it be helpful to have like an Instagram story like highlight of all of the swatches I've posted? And should I be doing that with like older palettes too? Like, is that helpful for you guys? I don't know. Let me know down below in the comments. So this isn't quite fluffy enough to blend it out, so I'm gonna grab a fluffier brush to just blend out those edges. But I'm not gonna put any product on it. And none of my brushes are clean, so I'm trying to grab brushes that have like at least similar tones on them already. I'm using my color switch to get the pigment off, but like even then I don't feel like it always gets it all off. So anyway, I'm taking this BH Cosmetics number 10 brush. It's just a tapered blending brush. And I'm just not rubbing, that, I don't know why I use that word, but I'm just like blending the outside or the edges. I don't know, can I even speak today? I'm not sure. I'm gonna take a little bit of Ghost Town on my brush, but not a lot. And I just really want to smoke this up. Okay, I feel like that shade was like really easy to use. I'm gonna pack on, I feel like when I blended it, I lost a little bit on this upper part of my lid. So I'm just gonna kind of pack it on again. I like how that looks. Okay, so now I'm basically gonna do the same thing, but now with the shade Tex on the other eye. So I need to find brushes again. Okay, so we are going to take a BH number 8 brush. It's it's a little bit more dense than that Sonia Kashuk, but I think we'll still be able to make it work. And I am taking that shade Tex, that dark teal shade. Oh my god, like I know I remember swatching these and they were pigmented, but I just didn't, like, when I'm packing them on, I just am not expecting like that much pigment right away. And I don't know why. I used my Melt palette earlier today and the teal looked pretty much the same on that one, so I don't know why this is shocking to me, but it is. I am a little bit nervous on how I'm going to blend this one out because it's quite deep. So we'll see. And I'm also, it's okay. Do you see how like kind of my eyeshadow primer didn't necessarily make it all the way to like my lash line? So it's not quite sticking as much down on that part of my eye. That is okay, because I'm going to put a liner down. So that's going to get covered up anyway. So we're just not going to worry too much. Now I'm going to take, this is a Sosu X Kaylee SK02 brush. It's a tapered blending brush. This one's a little bit shorter than the other one we used, the BH one that we used on the other side. But this one still gets the job done, and honestly blues make me a little bit nervous, so I kind of wanted more control on this side. I am going to take a little bit of that shade, and I'm going to go on the outside corner first because I don't want this blue to get everywhere. like that. Oh well. I mean, we blended up that shade. What is it? Ghost Town on the other eye. We blended that up kind of high, so. Okay, I feel like those blended out pretty easy too, and like, to be honest, both of these look nice as like one and done sort of shades. Like, I don't think you'd look bad with like doing mascara and like if you wanted liner and if you didn't want to liner, like, and just calling it a day. I think these look pretty good. So I haven't watched a lot of other people's reviews of this palette. I don't feel like watching other reviews really surprises me, and I feel like on this palette it was such a mixed bag. Like, some people really enjoyed it, some people really didn't. So I don't feel like it necessarily swayed me either direction. It probably should. I mean, people were talking about how they were surprised at how pigmented these like darker shades were. So I guess that shouldn't have surprised me as much, but it did. I would think this part of this that's going to get patchy is like, or that is patchy, is where I'm going to put liner. So I'm not going to get too worried about it. So the only other thing is that this is like pretty dark in comparison. So should I build this one up a little bit more? I don't know. This is going to get cleaned up, so that's okay. Okay, I'm going to take a NYX glitter, the NYX glitter primer, and I'm going to take one of these like angled like eyeshadowy brushes, and I'm going to use this to create a wing with just the glitter primer. It's kind of hard because I can't really see the eyeshadow shape, so we'll see how this goes. Then I'm going to take, I have like a million of those, the like angled eyeshadow, or like, what are they? Angle eyeshadow. I have like a million of these. I like to do them for wings. I think they're fun. Okay, so I'm going to try Bud with not spraying it because we have the glitter primer down. I'm just going to try and place that. Ooh, that looks nice. And I tried like a new-ish like winged liner shape. Again, it was hard to see, so it's not quite the like bat wing, but it's kind of close. I've been watching a lot of Robert Welsh, and he's been talking about this like bat winged liner shape lately. So I was just trying to do it to see if that worked. And I actually feel like he's right. Like eye open, that liner looks way better than any winged liner I've ever done. So pretty excited about that. I think that looks good. Again, this, like, you could do this look on both eyes and call it a day, and I think this would look really cool. But I'm excited to see how this looks like as the opposites. You guys have already seen it. I always forget that you guys have already seen what the look looks like before I have. Not really, but you know what I mean. Okay, so now let's try and do this winged liner on the other side, which is my harder side to do. So, oh my gosh, I probably blocked this. Okay, sorry if I blocked that entire last eye. I try to just follow the diagonal in my eye. And then for this more like bat wing shape, I want to take it straight across like that. I can already tell these probably aren't even. Okay, so I'm going to go up a little bit higher and go like that. And then we're going to drop this down. This is the same problem I had on the last one. I don't know where any of the shadow went. Okay, or any of the primer went. So I just found yet another one of those angled brushes. And now we're going to go in with the shade Rustler. And I'm not spraying it again. I'm just doing the same thing we did on the other eye, where I'm letting that tacky NYX glitter primer, you know, kind of cling to the shadow. So this is technically two different looks that you can do with this palette, but you could also do them like I did today and wear them together. Have like a nice like contrasting moment happening. I'm actually really glad I wore this shirt. This look looks a lot cooler with this shirt than I had thought it would. I was kind of like nervous that the teals were going to be wrong, but it worked. Yeah, these are not even. Actually, this one's a little bit lower. I think when I wipe up the bottom, these will look more similar. I think, and hope and pray. Although I'm just at my house and gonna cook dinner after this, so I guess it really doesn't matter. Really all that matters is for like the sake of this video. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is wipe up the under eyes, put my base makeup on, come back and do the lower lash line, I think. Yeah, so I'll be back. Okay, so I would just like to apologize for the fact that you could see my hair extensions sticking out. I noticed that when I just watched some of the footage back, but you guys that have watched my videos know that my hair is not this long. So the fact that I'm wearing extensions shouldn't come as a surprise to any of you. Okay, anyways, I can't decide what I want to do as far as the waterline. I don't know if I should just go, like just leave it. We're just going to take this cream gel liner from ColourPop and I'm just going to put that in my waterline. Just because I want this to be cohesive, and if I had, actually I do think I have cream gel liners that are like the different shade, like I could put like a teal one in this eye and a bronzy one in this eye. I think I do have that, but we didn't do it, so it's fine. I think I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna take the same Sonia Kashuk brush that I used with the shade Ghost Town, and I'm just gonna get this on like the very tip of this brush and just smoke out that lower lash line. Bring it up to meeting where I have it underneath, like up top, like kind of bringing it to where that, what shade is that, Bud? That teal shade. And calling that a day. Now, one thing that I wished I had done with this blue is maybe have one of these like lighter transition shades to like blend it into, because I just don't feel like the blue blended out as well. The teal shade text didn't blend out as well on its own as like the shade Ghost Town did, which granted Ghost Town is a brown, so it's meant to blend out pretty easy. So yeah, there we go. And now I'm going to take text. I'm going to use the same BH brush I used before. I'm just going to very lightly smoke out my other lower lash line. Yeah, see, this is a lot deeper, so I'm gonna have to build up I think Ghost Town on the other side to make this more even. Okay, I think that looks more even. Okay, so now inner corner, and then we're done. Okay, so inner corner. I think I might just take Cowboy Rick for both. This is like the silvery shade, but I feel like this is the lightest shimmer in the palette. I don't think it'll look weird with either one, so. Okay, and now we're just gonna spray This is from the ColourPop like lash kit set, and this is the style Bella. These are the final 2 looks. What do you guys think? Do you have a favorite look? Like, do you like them like just this side, or do you like the idea of the combination of the two? I kind of like them as like 2 like complementary sort of eye looks. Anyways, oh, let me talk about the palette. So let's see. I've only used half of it at this point, so I feel like I've used Pony Up Tex, Ghost Town, Rustler, Bud, Laredo, Cowboy Rick. So I haven't used any of those shades, and I haven't used Whiskey. So I don't feel like I can give like a good review of the palette since I've only used it twice and I've only used half the shades. I will say of these darker mattes, I feel like they were very pigmented. I do feel like this matte blended out better than this one as far as like a singular shade to use, but I also don't know how often you're just blending out like a blue by itself. Like normally you're blending that into something. I think had I used like Laredo or maybe even Standoff, just like put that on my brush to kind of like blend that out, that might have helped a little bit. But overall, so far, I really like the palette. Let me know if you guys want to see more looks with this palette, or you know, if you're interested. Other than that, I think that's everything from me today. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Bye!